This is a sneeze. Normally it's invisible, but in this filter on this camera, they were able to actually document a sneeze and how far it goes. Just for your future Ebola reference. So I came across this Twitter feed from California, GoldenState Fire EMS, and some really interesting tweets on here. I just went back a day or two, and kind of like the way these guys think. So I'm just going to screenshot a couple things and show you some highlights on here. Alright, health officials say no more isolation orders expected in Ebola case in Texas. And they're like, remember, there's no problem in the entire world, no matter how small, that the U.S. government can turn into a total catastrophe. And the CDC says experimental treatments are on the table, but we have no Z-map. What other treatments are there? This is weird. Join the world's largest earthquake drill on Saturday, October 11th. Something to keep an eye on. And then it says the family is being monitored by local law enforcement. Somebody can be arrested if they try to leave. So that sounds to me a hell of a lot like a forced quarantine. And it says there's 4 people inside the apartment ordered to stay and be monitored with a temperature twice a day. I would love to see these people come out and start to see if the officers would actually arrest them. If you could say one thing about police, they have a strong survival instinct. So I don't know if they would actually lay their hands on these people that are supposedly sick. So, no, just something to think about if this thing goes a little farther. Probably just a shoot-on-sight order. Thought for the day, stay calm and don't panic. Amen to that. And then Liberia is going to prosecute this guy if he survives because he lied on his form about being in contact with the infected. That's something to look forward to for him. Dr. Mary Schmidt says Ebola can survive up to 6 days on surfaces. We knew that. It's good to see somebody actually saying it. Here you go, along with that earthquake drill. All we need now is that magnitude 8 quake to complicate matters in addition to other matters at hand in the U.S. And some nice pictures of an active shooter training drill with your local military police. And from Fox News, your obligatory ISIS. And it says there's a lot of activity in the world, from Ebola to terrorists to geologic activity. This is within 3 hours. They made 3 earthquake references. It's a little unsettling. What do these guys know? As Ebola patients' potential contacts, which started at a handful and went to 18 and 80, now is up to 100. This is why you can't stop this thing. As Obama refuses to restrict travel, all part of the plan. Don't you think it's time to stop the travel? Yes. Yes, I do. And that's America's Ebola ground zero. This is the jet that carried Ebola victims later landed at LAX. This is as serious as it gets. So I looked into that to see if it was while he was on board. It wasn't. He went to Dulles and then to Dallas. But the planes, he took 2 United Airlines planes that have made, since then, 48 specific trips all around the country. So if there was something on board that airplane, gates of hell, blah, blah, blah. Be prepared to self-quarantine yourself if you experience flu-like symptoms. Do not venture out, as EMS and hospitals will be overwhelmed. Whatever this Dallas thing is, it is sure to disrupt America drastically. Start preparing to shelter in place. Get your supplies ready. It's coming from the fire EMS rescue teams here, just in case you forgot. And could this Dallas Ebola case be a false flag? Is this a precursor to martial law? These guys know what's going on, which kind of makes me worried about that earthquake stuff. Now here, right in the middle, what we're hearing about Ebola is just the tip of the iceberg as we enter October. Virus will cripple EMS and hospitals. So I clicked on that to see what the conversation is. The wait is over. What wait? So the future money trends, why do you think that? Legitimate question. Their response, DART teams were notified months ago that they would be activated in October. Timing seems weird. Source, current DART member from GoldenState Fire EMS. And DART stands for Disaster Assistance Response Teams. And the Future Money Trends guy asked, what do you mean notified to be activated? Unfortunately, they haven't answered back, but I think that's pretty clear. Somebody told them that come October, you're going to need these disaster assistance response teams. Get ready. So that's probably why they're asking if this is a false flag, because they were kind of told this was going to happen. So I was looking around, and this tweet was actually picked up by InfoWars. It's on their website. What we are now hearing is just the tip of the iceberg as we enter October. Ebola virus will cripple EMS and hospitals, and the wait is over. So take that for what it's worth. These guys seem to be in the know. And they also seem to be hinting a lot at earthquake activity. So hopefully not. We got enough on our plates. But combined disasters, right? Combined disasters. As I was just about to post a video, I went back to the site to get the link, and it says, calm down, people. We always try to post factual info, but sometimes even we get duped. We're trying to source the DMAT info. The claim we posted that started this Twitter frenzy was mentioned by a DMAT member in casual conversation, but the timing is a bit scary. As we are reaching out to one of our employees who may be able to shed light on DMAT. Standby claim. So this is the latest up to now. I'm going to post a video. I'll keep an eye on it. And then their latest tweet from Fox, it's garbage, but Dr. Who claims CDC is lying about low Ebola risks. People need to be scared. Classic Fox. But in this case, I might actually agree with them. CDC is a bunch of liars.